Hi, I'm Kevin Bass from Bass Metalcraft Vintage Bike Addiction, here with Fix My Hog. You may have seen some of the videos we did on panhead service, knucklehead builds from the ground up. Today we're going to kind of change gears and do a little bobber build with a panhead motor. Now what we have behind me here, this is a bike I built almost 15 years ago. And you know, not all you're going to have the stock perfectly, every nut and bolt correct, you know, restored panhead. Some people are building them from scratch, and that's what I did with this one. I scrounged parts, I went to swap meets, I traveled the country just finding little bits and pieces to make a bike that was cool to me. And that's what's great about these kind of bikes. You build a bike for yourself, and you build it how you think is cool, and as long as you're happy with it, it's awesome. And I'll tell you what, this bike, it's a mutt of all kinds of years and parts and genres, but it came together as something really special to me. This bike was actually featured in Dice magazine back in 2007. And you know, this is a nationally known magazine overseas. And I was able to, unfortunately I had to sell the bike to better my family, but I was able to buy the bike back just this last fall here. And now I got it back in here in the shop and I'm gonna rebuild it, change a few things up. I did have the motor pulled out and rebuilt, so this is a fresh rebuild pan motor going back in it. So I'm going to talk to you about how to take a bike of just mismatched parts, what's going to work, what's not going to work, how do you make them, you know, function together properly, how to make it safe and reliable, but how to make something cool, unique, that you can really be excited to ride down the road and take to shows and have people stand around and look at it and ask questions. So what you got here, you can see that I have Springer front end on it. So from some of the other videos you may remember that Springer front ends are specific to only a 48 panhead, otherwise the knuckles. This is a 57 straight leg rigid frame. So it's a last year of the straight leg rigid before they went to a swing arm style frame. Little Wassel British gas tank. There's going to be a nice sight gauge on here. And then we got some magnesium 12-spoke style wheels on it. A 15 rear with a car tire, 21 front. All kinds of cool stuff to make this bike really stand out and not be like everybody else's. So stay tuned, we're going to get this thing going and we're going to build something cool.